wanted to be in an environment and with people and around people who would be able to support us both academically and then socially. And so we decided to live in the WISE Living Learning Community, and WISE stands for Women in Science and Engineering. It's a program that spans way beyond University of Dayton. There's a living learning community I know at Ohio State, and I know at University of Kentucky and Cincinnati. But there was 3 floors in one dorm building, and we were all just girls and women in science and engineering. And from that program, I've built the best friends of my entire life. I'm living in a house this upcoming year with 5 other girls. All of them were in WISE, and all of us lived on the same floor, and we were all essentially neighbors.
So are you still involved with WISE? So going into your junior year, so you initially connected with them through the Living Learning Community as a freshman, but so what are you doing with WISE as a junior?
So the advisor of WISE, she was also one of my professors in my classes, and I knew from being in WISE as a freshman that there was also a WISE Living Learning Community house in the student neighborhood. And me and my roommates, instead of going through the normal housing process like all the other students, we decided that we wanted to apply to be Living Learning Community ambassadors. So we ended up getting the position. And so this upcoming year, we're living in one of the best houses on campus in one of the best neighborhoods as juniors, which is unheard of. But we get the opportunity to kind of take freshmen and underclassmen under our wing and involve them in a situation with upperclassmen women in science and engineering who have a little bit more experience with the whole college thing as a female in science, and be able to expose them to that and give them a community where they're able to learn and grow both academically and socially. And that's something that me and my roommates are all really passionate about, just being able to educate and help younger kids get to a point where we are in school.
So you went from being mentored, so you were the mentee as a freshman, and now you get to be the mentor. And it sounds like you found your people, but it's also, from a professional standpoint, helped continue to confirm your fit in your field by what you get exposed to. And wow, what great exposure to like be able to get closer to your professors too.
Yeah, and
that's amazing.
One thing that is really helpful is being in those living learning communities. It not only does it give you friends that are kind of in the same aspects or kind of similar walks of life as you are at that point in time, but it exposes you to all of their studies. So while I was a chemical engineering major, one of my roommates was a civil engineering major, another one's a mechanical engineering, one's biomed going on a pre-med track, and one of them's physical therapy. And so all of us are in completely different walks of life, yet we all have a similar track for college. And so you get exposed to their classes and what their advisors are telling them and possible job opportunities. So if you're at a point where you're kind of questioning what you want to do, you're given a group of girls who might be able to help you stay on the same similar track of life, but maybe switch majors or switch minors.
Yeah, you're almost like, it's almost like vetting other majors and careers through watching somebody else's, you know, very up close and personal. You're living and learning with them. So you're actually kind of vetting that. I love that. You were sharing about the professional organization that you joined, which I always teach inside the launch course, that even as a high schooler, like just go on the websites of professional organizations. There's so much to learn about the job. So tell us a little bit about the organization that you got involved with.
So I'm involved in an organization called IGE. It stands for American Institute of Chemical Engineers. It's a group of all of the chemical engineers on campus, and we kind of just meet maybe once, twice a month, talk about our classes, what's going on. IGE throws events with campus, and so we'll have we threw a holiday kind of carnival with a bunch of other engineering groups. And so we came together, we put together a chemistry related game where we were able to have people from not only University of Dayton, but also the community come in and kind of witness what we were doing as a group and as a professional group. That was really cool. We also, as engineers, you might not want to get into sororities or fraternities or that kind of thing just with a very strenuous course load, or if that's just not necessarily your thing. But with fraternities and sororities and that kind of thing, they have lots of formals and dances and things like that.
Oh, fun.
But Ike this year, we throw an engineering formal. And so all of the engineering students get the opportunity, if you're not in a sorority or fraternity, or you don't have a significant other in one of those like groups, you're still able to get the formal experience.
That's
where
social.
You're able to go,
yeah,
like a social group that combines all engineering.
It's really the social side of college, right? We last month on the podcast we did we were doing about building your college list: financial fit, academic fit, social fit, and college major and career fit. And I actually had a student success story from one of my former students who goes to Boston College on, and she was talking all about finding your social fit on campus, which is still such an important piece of that. So the professional organization is not only continuing to teach you about the field of chemical engineering, so you can continue to vet it, make sure you're on the right path, but it's also providing some of your social fit, it sounds like, which is something that honestly, Natalie, I hadn't really thought of it as fulfilling that need as well. So that's pretty cool.
I love Ike. It's a great group. Most of it is funded by the school. We pay dues every month, and our dues go directly to the pizza that we buy for our meetings every month.
Pizza's important. I mean, let's get down to what's really important on the college campus. Come on.
Getting us all together on a Monday night at 9 p.m., there's got to be some incentive there.